What's up, guys? I hope you can hear me. So let me actually just go ahead and share my screen right away. How do I actually do that? Let me, okay, I have to move it here like this, and then I'm just gonna share my screen and then we start. Cool, guys. Welcome back. Thank you for being here this morning. So this is the idea today, and actually just before we do that, let's just also share on Twitter that we are live. I am live for this week's live session, and we share that one. Cool. I started using Twitter again. It's kind of a mess, but it's also kind of fun. Okay, guys, so this is what we're going to be doing today. So we are going to be, well, I'm going to be explaining the idea again. Then I'm going to show you how it works. Also, what I've done since last time. I did have some time yesterday to do a little bit of stuff. So I think that's going to be fun for you to see. Then we are probably going to add a limitation that I'll come back to later, where we add a limitation so that you can only claim 2 stars per person, because, well, who knows, right? I don't know what's going to happen. Like, maybe no one is actually going to use this, but that's what we're going to be finding out, right? But I don't want, I hope that someone is actually going to try this out. And also, I don't want one person then to just go in and claim all 30 stars. So to begin with, that's going to be 30 stars, right? So let's try and add that limitation. We're going to be using Cursor for that. So a little bit different than last week, where we used Studio Code, I think, using GitHub Copilot. So today we're going to be using Claude. It's almost the same, but sometimes a little bit better, I would say. And let's just have some coffee. And then we're going to try and launch on, actually, I think we're just going to launch first on YouTube, meaning that to you guys, actually. So right now I have so many followers, right? I think I have 145 followers. So let's see if I can actually get you guys to do anything. And then we're also going to be launching on Twitter. And then maybe next week, well, we'll see how it goes, right? And then we'll try and find some Reddit forums to probably launch on as well. Maybe product hunt later. I think I have a feeling that Reddit is probably going to be working best for this kind of fun project. So let's see, right? Okay, let's do it. So we are gonna be doing, well, I'm gonna be explaining the idea actually, right? So you see my screen, right? Yep, cool. So actually the best way to explain the idea, I guess, is to actually show how it looks like right now, right? So the idea is to eventually, if everything goes well, to actually build a marketplace, right? But to begin with, we're just building a supply side that I've kind of done now, right? And the idea here for this kind of feature, I guess, is that you can go in and claim a star for a family member or a loved one or a friend or someone that you care about, right? So it's kind of, instead of giving like a box of chocolates or flowers or whatever, right? Why don't you just give a star to your girlfriend or boyfriend or you know what I mean, right? So I wrote a little bit about the idea here. You can go in and write about it, but basically it's another way to kind of say that okay, you matter to me, so I'm claiming this star for you. And yeah, that's kind of fun, right? And to begin with, right now, by the way, we are localhost, right? So this is just the development environment. But so to begin with, we have 30 stars, and I think these are some of the best known stars in the Milky Way, right? I think so. And a star, so if we let's go into one of the ones that are a little bit fun, I think. So this one, Bellatrix, right? And here you can see it's already claimed, right? So I go into this star, and you can see I cannot claim it now because it was already claimed, right? Okay, but you can see information about it, of course, right? So a lot of information about facts, also who discovered it, and maybe this one is fun, right? So this one is Bellatrix, and Bellatrix is also a character in the Harry Potter series, right? So that's kind of fun. So of course Harry Potter was like took the name from the name of the star, right? Cool. And then you can see like the dedications here that I'll come back to that later, right? Because like the dedications, well, actually, let's just talk about it now, because the user dedications are then the ones that go in and dedicate this star to someone else. Okay, in this instance, so I just called myself Black Ninja, right? But in this instance, it was I should, of course, if you would write more, of course, because you would write a message to the person that you are dedicating the star to, right? So let me show you how it works, right? So if I go here, go into all the stars, and let's take this one, Pollux. So I claim this star, right? So I add my the email of the one I want to claim it for. And right now I'm just going to put in my own email, right? So I'm going to put in my Speedbuild Marketplace email. And then I am going to write a message, of course. So let's say I'm dedicating this to a friend, right? So thank you so much for being a great friend, Peter. Can't wait to see you soon. I hope that you will. Here's a star. No, sorry, like something like that, right? So here is a star to show how much you mean for me. Whatever, right? Okay, so then I submit that one. And cool. So then you can see that one is claimed now, right? So then if I go to my email, so let me actually just see if I can show you that. So I'm just gonna pull it up here. So I think you can see the email now, right? Yeah, you can see it, right? Cool. So you can see, so this is my friend then receiving this email here. And here it says, name of star has been claimed for you. So Pollux has been claimed for you. Hey there, surprise, someone who appreciates you claimed the star Pollux, and the universe wants you to know about it. Then there's an image of the star. And then there's like a kind of like a tease. I want to know who sent you Pollux. Click here to discover, blah, blah, blah. So if you then click, it takes you to that star, and then you can then read the message down here, right? So we probably later maybe have to figure out how to actually, because right now people can be using weird names, as you can see here. So yeah, let's see, right? Like, so maybe we'll change this a little bit in the future. We could also ask for the person who is actually claiming the star's name, but then again, we don't want to ask for too much, right? So let's just for now keep it like could have written like see you soon, best Rasmus or something like that, right? Cool. Okay, but that is basically how the email looks like right now. So let's just move that one over here again. And also so I can see you guys here, right? Okay, cool. Awesome. And what else is there? Then there's just, like how it works page, just explaining the idea. And that one could, maybe I could add a video here in the future, right? But so, and then the idea is, of course, like if this works, then we in the future we might actually make this into a marketplace, meaning that the ones that then claim stars, they own the stars, and then we can make a marketplace that way. But let's just see first if we can get anyone to actually use this, right? So what was actually the next one on the agenda, right? So I explained the idea, I showed you how it works, add limitations to per person, right? Okay. So let's try and see if we can do this, right? So the thing is, like, I think it's best if we add some limitations so that when I go in here and I already claimed, let's say 2 stars, then it will probably show me another actually message here, right? So just when I click this one, it would show something like you already claimed 2 stars. So right now you cannot claim any more stars. And actually maybe we can then add in the future also like a like a payment, right? So if you actually want to claim more stars, you would have to pay maybe. But let's just make it very simple to begin with. Okay, cool. So let's open the code, and I'm just gonna open it in Cursor, and I think I have it here, right? Yep, cool. Okay, so I'm using Cursor today. It works very similar to Visual Studio Code. It's just a little bit like for AI coding, it has this feature over here, so it basically automatically selects what AI to use, right? And they have a lot here, right? So that's a pretty cool feature actually. Okay, so what we want to do here, so let's see, right? So we have localhost running here, and then we want to basically make some changes in the claim model. So this is a model, so we want to make some changes here, right? So let's do it. So that one is called claim model. So it's this one, and this one is open from 3 different areas, I think, right? So no, actually 2, right? So it's here on the featured listings. This one is called featured listings, and then it's also here on all listings. And then there's actually another one here, right? So there's also this button we might have to also make some changes on. So that button looks like this, right? So it's also just like an if else kind of statement where it's like, if it's already claimed, it's red. And now you can see, yeah, okay. So, but it still does the same thing, right? Because when I click that one, it opens the model, and I think it also does that actually. So if I go in here, yeah, so it does the same thing, right? Because it's the exact same thing that is happening here. So we might just have to actually adjust the claim model, but let's see, right? So what we'll do, we'll of course just do it the easy way, right? So the fastest way might just be to actually do this with the AI, right? So let's try it. So cool. I want to add a limitation on the amount of stars that can be claimed by a user. 2 is the maximum. How would I add that here? I add that here in the claim model. And if 2 stars have already been claimed, then it should show a message saying that you have already claimed 2 stars, something like that, right? Yeah, and I think we can just do that here. So I don't think, well, so I can also reference the featured listings and the listings that is that one, and the specific listing. Okay, let's try and see what it says, right? Okay, so blah blah blah. So what is it saying here? Yeah, okay, so it's adding a user claim star count number. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh yeah, we might actually have to add that in the. Would we have to? We'll have to adjust that in the user model, I guess, right? Featured listings. Let's see, specific listing. Okay, so it's just changing it here. So it's changing the fetch user. Okay, so, and that is the route. Prisma, you'll have to create an API on fetch user claims. let's just add it, like, because maybe we could actually just add it to the user model, I guess, right? So if we go into the user model, so we have this one, yeah, so we can just add the, so let's just ask it about that. What about just adding a boolean to the user model? And then we do like that. So let's see, what is it saying? Claim model. Okay, I see using already, claim stars, and user. So what do we have here now? We have name, username, email, click, image, strap connected, blah, 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 claimed stars. Okay, we already have claimed stars here, right? So how does that actually, so let me just see. So here, claim stars, ninja, postal. It is not using that one. Well, we're not using it, I believe, at the moment, right? We're not using it at the moment. Okay. So claim stars, image. Yeah, okay, so add this one. So it's basically just array in the user model. Instead of adding a boolean, we can actually use the existing claim stars array to track the number of stars. Yeah, exactly. This is actually better than a boolean because it gives us more information and flexibility. Yeah. Okay, cool. So right now we're actually not using that one, but as you can see here in the user model right now, we already have this one, claimed stars, that we are not using though, but we will basically just start using that one. Okay, so it's saying that, cool. So let's see. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So we start with the claimed model here, right? So interface, we add this one, star image, and then we add the claim stars here, right, to the props. And then we also add this one here as an empty array. Export, where is that one? Export default here, star image. So we add that one, star image here. Cool. Claim model props, nothing changes here. And then what does it want us to? You already claimed the maximum number of stars too. Okay, cool. So it wants to claim by this star. Okay, so let's try and go down here. So this star has already been claimed, is signed in, and okay, so yep, so it adds this new one. Okay, so is signed in equals to here, and then it basically adds this one. Yeah, and then the existing one here, right? So that would be like this, I guess. So here, yeah, so we need existing form. So after this form, down here, and then we also have the sign in there. Dialog. Okay, so existing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what am I doing wrong here? Is signed in. Okay, so is signed in, and let's try and add this one. So down there, that's one too many of those. Is signed in. Claim stars 2. What are we doing wrong here? Form. So after the form, we need another. Is that what we're missing here? Like that. Okay. So Okay, so we added that, I believe. So let's just see. Okay, well, actually, that is just, yeah, because right now we are not, okay, so we added that. Cool. So let's go to, then in your components that use, okay, so all the components that use the claim model, which is the featured listings, well, it's 3 components now. You would pass the claim stars array from the user data. Okay, so user claim stars, fetch user claim stars. Okay, so let's just try and do this in the featured listings. So we go to featured listings. Okay, so we don't have this use effect right now, I believe. No, we do not. So, okay, and this is the features listing client user input use user. Okay, so we have to add that one, and then we have to, okay, so have these ones in here somewhere, I guess. And that one's we're not using right now. So then we have a use effect. Okay, so we add a use effect here. And we have to also import use effect here, like that. So we can actually use the use effect. So what is it doing? It's fetching user ID response. Wait, okay, so but we have to make this route, I guess. And then in the claim model, which we don't have down here, we have to add this one. User claim stars. Create an endpoint, fetch the user. Okay, good. Okay, and we call this one. So we have to call this endpoint, I guess. Right now it's being called API user. Yeah, so let's just call it that, I guess, right? So if we don't already have that actually, so let's see here. So we go in here. Right now we do not have a user route. Okay, let's make it. So we call it user, and then we call it route.ts. Then let's try and just to begin with copy paste this in here. So what is it actually doing? It's importing the user model correctly, next response, and then it's just finding that user, and then okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so it's basically just finding that user, and then that is being passed to. Okay, so let's just see what it says here. So if I then so like this, and then featured listings, claim model, and the route that we just made, route that was called the user. How do you actually do that? Route. Oh, there. Cool. Let's see what it says. Yes, exactly. Blah, blah, blah. So we just have to do the same, of course, in the other components as well. Well, if this works, we might as well just test it. But actually, we are missing one thing right now, because when we then claim, we also have to push that into the user model, of course. Okay, and it's also, what is it saying here? Move your route TS2. Yes, the plugin looks good, but I know small is with the API route file path. Let's fix amazing. The API route should be in the correct path. Move your route TS2. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay, so it wants to have a user ID, and then the route. Okay, cool. That is because, why is that? That is because we up here, we are calling it, where we're calling it, so the use effect is calling it user claim stars, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not the one. It was in featured listings. So let's just want to be sure about this. So it features listings here. We have the use effect that we just added here, and that is called user. Okay, user ID. Okay, so we call user ID there. So that's why it wants it to have it in here. Right? So as you can see here, it then wants me to move the route to, there was this one, right? User ID. How do you see that? User ID. Okay, let's do that. So it's basically this one. So here we then make another one called user ID, and then we move the route in there. And the cool thing about this is that, yes, we can then ask if this is the correct path. And then what is it saying also? The only thing left, you would have to make sure that the star is claimed. You're updating the user's claim stars array in your data. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You should modify your claim a star API endpoint to include this. Yep, exactly. Okay, cool. So let's just do that first, actually. So the route for the, so yeah, claim a star route. So we can find that like this, I think. Claim a star. So this route here. So that's the route we're using for updating a. Let me just put on the light here like this. Do you see me better now? Yep. So that's the route we're using when basically claiming a star, right? So we also have to then update the user model so that the user model is being updated, right? Every time a user claims a star. So let's try and do this. Okay, cool. So, so it's this one, right? So we are in the claim a star route. And what is it saying here then? Blah, blah, blah. Star, text, export, star, email, image. Okay, let's just ask it basically, right? Okay, so first of all, so is this the correct route? And for the claim a star route, so this one, can you let me know how I should update it exactly? Okay, so here it's saying it. So blah, blah, validate tag. Check if, yeah, okay. Check if the user has already claimed max stars. Yeah, exactly. Star, body, image, user ID, image, it already has that one. A star, okay. So basically before these ones, const star find by. So then it is asking me to add these ones, right? Star claim by, yep, okay. So okay, let's try that. User record. Where is that actually coming from? So it's giving me the whole one. Okay, okay, shit. Okay, wait. So let me just copy paste this one in then. So like this. Okay, so we added the user record. So it's defining that one there. Okay, so it's checking that the user hasn't already claimed max stars. And if it has, then it's giving an error. Okay, and otherwise it's basically doing the same thing, but then also adding the star number D, star name, email, username. Okay. Oh, that's for the email, and then up here, right? Yeah. Okay. So here it's also adding the user record. So in the claim stars. Yep. Okay. Cool. And if we look at the model again, so here, yeah. So here we have the claim stars, right? Okay. Cool. So it's basically pushing that star in to the user model. And as an example again, so if you see here, right now we're not doing that, but basically I will then have, that will be pushed into this user here. Okay, cool. So let's just test that actually, because let's just see if it works, right? So it will only work from, I guess, from the featured listings, and maybe all of them are claimed here now. Okay, what was that? Import user from model. Okay, shit. So where's this? API, user D route. Okay, so there's something wrong there, right? So here, this is not working, I think. Oh, where is that from? Where's it coming from? Let's just see. There's some kind of error. User D route, import. Okay, so wait, what happened there? Let's go back. Okay, so it's giving me an error here. I think it's just an import error, so this is not a big thing. So, but why is it doing that? Okay. So like this. No. Models user. Is that correct now? Not sure why it is doing that actually. Okay, so it is actually also giving me an error here. Okay, let's just try and go like this, right? So we have to go back and find the model. No, here, models, and then it's the user. That is the one. Should be at least. Let's just see. Did that solve it? Did that actually solve it? Or let me just try and refresh. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of weird import error there. I'm not sure what that was, but anyway, that is working now, right? Okay. Problem is right now all of these are of course claimed, right? Great. So let's just try and do the same in the, like do the same what we did in the featured listings also on the actual listing. So what we did here was we added the use effect here for and then sending that to the claim model, right? So the claim stars here. Right? So let's try and do, well, actually another way we can just test it is to, okay, let me try and claim 2 stars here, right? So I have to claim it from the all stars area. So if I go here and then claim, let me claim this one. Thank you. So now I'm just gonna write a short message. Of course, hopefully people will write longer messages here, right? So thank you. So that is claimed now. Okay, cool. So if I then go to, that's actually interesting, right? So did we get an error there, right? We might have actually gotten an error there. Wait, something is not working there. Params use ID should be evaded before. Okay, so I'm getting an error here. API, user D, user params. Okay, so there's still some kind of weird error here. I am seeing this. Let me just see if I can find another example where we're doing something similar. No, let me just try and go to how are we doing it in the claim a star route. We're not. Let me just search for params. Search params. Just trying to see if. So we might have to do like this, I guess. Let's try. Params. Props. Okay, cool. I'm seeing. Okay, so wait. So I'm seeing this. Should we do like we do on the about page regarding params? Let's see what it says. Okay. So let's see. Now it's importing that one wrong again. So let's just not do that. So, okay, so what is it doing here? Context params. Okay, let's see if that works. So let's try and again claim another star and see if it gives me an error. So I try and claim this one. Hey there. Thank you. So let's see if it gives me an error. Whoops. Just like that. Okay, did it actually give me an error there? So we have a lot of console logs, as you can see here, we should remove. Was there any errors here? Doesn't look like it. Let me just see then in the user model. So here in the user model, okay, we have the claim stars now. Okay, so it's working. Okay, so it's just pushing in the name of the, yeah. So it's basically just pushing in the, no, sorry, the ID of the star here. Okay, cool. So it is working. We just have to remove all these console logs, but that's okay to have right now. Okay, cool. So then we just have to adjust the all listings as well. So because okay, cool. So let's do it here. So we adjusted the featured listings. Now we also have to do it with the all listings. So the all listings, I mean, is when I say the all listings, it's this page, right, where you have the filtering and all this stuff, right? Because here you can see all the listings, all the 30 stars here, right? Okay, cool. So let's try and do this, right? So let's again, of course, use Claude. So similar to the featured listings, so this one. We then also have to add the use effect on the all listings page, right? And that is the listings, that one. So let's just see what it says. Cool, you see it, good. Yes, exactly, blah, blah, blah. So it is, well, yeah, and then down there. Okay, cool. So are we on the all listings page now? No, we're not. So let's just go to the all listings page, right? So listings, that one. And we have to import user here. And so we have these ones. We add them down here. Actually, maybe we move that one up there. So we have the user claim stars here, and then we add the use effect as well. And we also have to import use effect up here. No, we already have that. Okay, cool. So we import the use if, well, we use it here like that, I believe. And then down here, we then add the number of claim stars to the model so that it's being sent to the model down here. Cool. Like that. We don't need that comment there. Let's remove that. Cool. As you can see, there's a lot of console logs here being fired. So at some point, we will remove that one, those ones. Okay, cool. So nice. So basically what it does is that, oh shit, is there still an error? Perhaps user ID should be awaited before using its properties, learn more. Yeah, okay, so there's still some kind of weird error there. But yeah, so so what happens now if I go here and then try and claim? Okay, yeah, so it does work, right? So claim Alnilam, I think that's how you pronounce it. You have already claimed the maximum number of stars 2. Please enjoy your current stars. Yeah. So we can, of course, make that message better. We can just do that quickly, actually. So you've already claimed the maximum number. You've already claimed 2 stars. So you can see, like here, it is basically looking at the length of that array in the user model, right? So here we have that array here, and you can see that there's already 2, and then it shows this one. You already claimed 2 stars. Please enjoy your current stars. I don't know. For now, that is the maximum you can claim. Enjoy. Something like that, right? Okay, so if I go here, yeah, you have already claimed 2 stars for now. That is the maximum you can claim. Enjoy. Maybe we can add that on a separate line like that, I think. Like that. Does it work? Yeah, something like that. Enjoy. You have already claimed 2 stars for now. That is the maximum you can claim. Enjoy. Maybe even one more line there, right? Something like that. Does it do it? Let's see. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I prefer it like it was before, I think. So let's do like this. Anyway, we will change this later, right? Because like here, I think you should then be able to actually pay to get if you want more than 2 stars, you can then go in and actually pay to do that, right? Okay, cool. So there's still some kind of weird issue here, though, right? So why are we seeing this one? It's working, but there's an error, as you can see, right? And okay, so let's cool. Okay, so here on the route 4 user ID, isn't it? Yeah. I am still seeing this. So we don't need to feature listening. What about doing like this? So if I just go here, copy that there. Okay. So the thing is, we have to wait it. So is this gonna work now? And is it importing that one correctly now? I'm just gonna try and close and open again. And it's a little bit slow. Maybe that's also because I am streaming like this, but it's a little bit slow right now. I feel like it. Okay. Come on. It's not just a little bit slow. It's actually very slow now. Cool. Come on. Because the cool thing is now, so then we can basically push this to production and then we can launch. Awesome. So let's just test it, right? It is very slow. I don't know why it's so slow right now, but what is happening here? Let me just refresh. Am I getting any errors? No, just a warning. So what happens here if I go into this one? Weird, it's very slow right now. Okay. So let's go. Come on. What is happening? Okay, here we go. Okay, so it just took a long time to basically load, right? Okay, so everything is working, I think. It's also showing the skeleton, by the way. That's called the skeleton. So skeleton is the kind of the loader, right? So like you click and then you see a skeleton. Okay, cool. And you see the user dedication there. Okay, so is it giving me error now? It is not, right? So it's just a lot of console logs that we, of course, will remove. But I click here, it's claimed. I then go here. And if I now want to claim this one, it says you have already claimed 2 stars for now. That is the maximum you can claim. Enjoy. Okay. Same here, same there, whatever, right? Okay, cool. So that was actually my idea for now, right? Because like, so you can only claim and we're not getting any errors, right? No. Let's just remove a lot of all these console logs, right? So if I just search for console log, let's remove some of the one. So let's remove that one. All stars, let's remove that one. This one we remove. Body, actually let's just keep that one. Here, let's move that one. The 2 here, let's remove these ones. And here in the featured listings, we also have a few, it seems. Okay, that's fine. I think that's good, right? Okay, cool. Email sent, listing ID, that's fine. Received webhook, start claimed. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's push to production and let's see then afterwards if it works in production, right? So let me just go here. I'll just close all these ones to be sure that everything is saved. Then I write here that added a maximum of 2 stars claimable per user. We commit that, push that to production, and then we'll see if it actually works in production, hopefully. Okay, I merged that. Cool. So let's go to the cell. let's go in here. Let's go to claim your star now, right? Okay, so that is being built now, right? So that will take probably like 30 seconds or so to be finished, to finish. But basically after that, we are ready to launch on YouTube, so to you guys, and then also I guess on Twitter, right? So on YouTube, let's just go here. So basically where I want to launch is yeah, it's a good question actually, where it actually is, right? So here's all my information here, right? But I think we have the community area here, right? Okay, so if I go here, right? I think this is there. Yeah. So I want to launch here basically, and then I think you guys will see it in like in your feed. I think there's an area where you will then see it. But let's just let's just check first that yeah, that I can claim a star. So I'll be claiming 1 star in on the live environment. Yeah, I think that's best. Let's just test before. So it's building, as you can see here. It should be done very soon. Okay, it's done now. Let's just also purge all the cache. Okay, cool. So now if I go to claimyourstarnow.com, that is the live environment for the site, right? Cool. Claim a star. So now we're on the live environment here, right? I'm actually logged in, but actually maybe I should try and log out. So if I go here, oh, yeah, by the way, I didn't even show you how it looks like when you log in, but I'll show you that right afterwards, right? So let me just log out here, right? Okay. So we are on the live environment. And by the way, it looks relatively good also, I would say, on mobile, right? So on mobile, it looks like this and so on, right? So cool. Okay, but we're gonna check the desktop view. So so now I'm not logged in, right? So if I try and claim something, it's just gonna tell me to log in. So I'm just gonna try and claim 1 star. Let's try it. So I log in here. I think I'm using this one, and then I get a code. Let me actually just check that here. So let's see. I get a code here, which is 659763. Ah, fuck, great. 659763. Cool. So I'm logged in. And now if I go to the dashboard, I guess I have 0 claimed stars, right? Oh shit, that's an error there actually. Okay, I need to fix that one. That must be because I have 0, when there's 0 stars, it's actually giving an error, as you can see. Okay, good that we saw that. Okay, got it. Okay, I'll fix that one up right after. Anyway, so let's just see here, right? So I can go here now, and if I claim a star, let me try and claim 1, right? And let me just think actually, because yeah, okay, so let me claim 1 here. So thank you so much for helping me out with everything. Okay, submit that one, and it is claimed. Awesome. So it is working, and let's just check the user model. So here's the user model. So this is the user down here. So that's me. And if I update this one, okay, here we go. So claim stars here. You can see that I have now claimed 1 star. Cool. So it is working. Awesome. I can then claim one more because the maximum is 2, as you remember, right? And actually, how does it look right now? If I go to dashboard, let's see if there's still the error, right? I'll fix that one right after. Okay, there's actually an error there all the time right now. That's interesting. Let's just see if that error is also there when I am in. So now I'm in localhost. If I go here to dashboard, maybe it's due to the changes we just made before, because I thought this was working earlier. Okay, what is happening here? Localhost is very slow. So let's just go back here. Let's see what is happening here. Okay, I think I will. Okay, here we go. Finally, dashboard. Yeah, so there is an error in there, basically. Interesting. That must be due to what we just did. So if I click here, first of all, it's very slow. No, it does actually show me my claim stars, but there's some kind of error in the production environment. Interesting. Okay. That I will fix right after, of course. That should be fixed, of course. And actually, this should also be changed. It just says marketplace here because this is the boilerplate, right? But anyway, I'll change that as well. Okay. So anyway, we are back in production here. So everything is basically, well, except from that small error there, everything is working, right? So let's try and launch on YouTube, right? That's why you also want to launch, of course, the like a small place first, hopefully get a little bit of feedback, someone to actually use whatever you built so far and then improve based on that, right? So I think it's still fine because you can see that it is working here. It, like, the important features are working here, right? The email is being sent and so on. Let's do it. Guys, the first part of the claim your stars, claim your star now page is live. You can check it out here, and let's just have the exact, so here. It's a fun way, think of it as a fun way to yeah, how do we say it, right? So, like, let me say, what did I say on the about here, right? So here's my custom idea. Instead of just sending another text message or emoji, you want to claim an actual star for someone you care about. Yeah, something like that, right? So it's a fun way to claim a star for someone you care about. Go and test it out and let me know what you think. Can we add a poll here as well? I love it. I tested it and I love the idea. Not tested yet. Let's add a third one. Not interested, whatever. Or hate it. Not interested. Okay, something like that. Guys, the first part of the claim your star now page is live. You can check it out here. Think of it as a fun way to claim a star for someone you care about. Go and test it out and let me know what you think. What do you think? Something like that? Yeah, let's try it, right? This should for sure be the easiest area to launch, right? So that's also why I'm launching here first, and just to see if I can actually get any of you guys to do something. So let's just do it. Cool. So that one is there, right? So here we go. So now I would love you to actually go in here and test it out. And actually, maybe we leave it there for now, right? Because then I can just fix this small bug, and then maybe one of the next days, I'll try and launch on Twitter. By the way, you're welcome to also follow me on Twitter. And then next week, or yeah, probably next week, we'll then try and launch on Reddit as well. There's some big threads in there where we're for sure, well, I think we're gonna get some attention. But yeah, I think we'll wait with that till next week, right? So we do it in phases. It's always like launching, hopefully get some feedback, do some changes, launch again, launch again, launch again. And that's basically how we keep going. And then hopefully we'll make this into a marketplace eventually, right? So cool, guys. I think we'll leave it there for now, actually. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. So I hope that this was somewhat interesting. It took a little bit longer than I had expected, but that's how it is with coding sometimes. You often run into some small issues, and but we solved it, right? So that's the most important thing. So thanks so much for being here, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one as well. Thank you so much. See you. Bye bye. Ciao.